at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow, Razzolari!
Mike 58, right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return, it's Kamara. Nifty footwork at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Watson on third down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the run is Connor, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike 54. Man out. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check that.
From the 24, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Kill.
Now Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
We got it, we got it, we got it!
From the red zone now, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, let's go,
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. We're scoreless. After one.
Quarter with no score.
Kelsey out in the slot right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Barrett, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try and run it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 98 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambai.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On second down, it's Barrett. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Go. 26. Under 10. Under 4 down. He's coming.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
I'm here all day.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
59.
Mike 51.
I know he over. Hell no.
Come on, boy. 51.
Check it out.
From the 50, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Nice, sweetheart. Right there. 54, right there.
From the 35 on second down. Watson to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byers, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zadarius Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his... And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, it's Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
Kelly to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, 31!
Right there.
Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll run. This is Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Kill.
Check
Safety. Get it all.
Hey, 31!
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 read.
Mike 58, right there.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Kelly taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Kelly to throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's complete to Kelsey. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Reset. 19.
Mike, 58, right there. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Time to go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
Kelly stripped. The ball is free. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real